we got to see, or we have a basic understanding of bar graph. Now we're looking at a different version of it and when to use what. We're trying to understand that. So first thing first, let me show the versions. Okay, I think I should do this itself. So we are looking at two different versions of bar graph. Both are representing the same data. They're different versions. That's it. Observe what's the difference. Start with the x-axis. Look at the label. Look at what's written. Then move on to the y-axis. Look at the label. Look at what is written other than the label, that is. Look at the title of both the graphs. Both are representing the same thing, is it not? Right? So we can use both to represent the same data, not an issue. So just let's note down few of the commonsensical differences. One thing that I want to add is vertical bar graphs is also known as column graphs. Okay. In horizontal bar graph, the bar grows left to right. While the vertical bar graph, the bar grows bottom to top. So vertical has to do with bottom to top. Horizontal has to do with left to right. Keep that in mind. Along the x-axis, we show in the horizontal bar graph, we show values. Along the vertical bar graph, we show categories. Actually, it would be better if let me do this. Okay, that looks okay. Not very convenient, but right. So shows values along the x-axis in horizontal. See, this is horizontal. So it shows values, while in vertical, it shows the categories. When it comes to y-axis, it is flipped. Y-axis in the vertical, it shows values, while in your horizontal, it shows your category. The horizontal, that is this is horizontal. It's best fit to show long category names. See, here we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Here too, it's 6. Can you see the difference? Here we are not able to read the names. Here we can clearly read the names. So it should be commonsensical to you guys when to use vertical and when to use horizontal. Right? Okay. Actually, I have one more good example. See, we have another bar graph over here. So we can see a lot of categories over here. The same data, I have it with this as well. Think that we don't have a lot of space, we don't have a lot of space and we need to squish in. So you can see that it will be difficult for us to show more categories, is it not? Can you see that both are of same size? I can easily add categories to our vertical. Is that right? Look at vertical. Sorry, this is not vertical, horizontal. Look at horizontal and look at vertical. If I want to add more categories, which would be the best scenario, which would be the best fit? Right? It's easier to add categories to the horizontal one, is it not? So I can keep adding, it will expand downwards. While here in this case, it can't expand to the right. If we have to fit in, it will have to get squeezed a lot, and this writing, it's already kind of slant and everything, it will get more messy basically. This is the solution for the messiness, honestly. If I had to write it not in this slant manner but in proper horizontal manner, it will be a mess. We will not be able to read anything out of this. Right? So basically the idea is the same, nothing fancy over here, but we should always keep in mind that there are certain advantages to each of the whatever we saw, and with those in mind, the advantages and disadvantages in mind, you just have to come up with different solutions. So when to use what? There's no rule, just common sense. Okay, so when to use vertical graphs, so showing height of different plants in a garden. Since height naturally goes upward, a vertical bar graph often feels more intuitive for comparing how tall each plant is. Or showing the number of students present each day of the week as more means higher graph. So when height or growth is the agenda over here, it's easier to show, or it's more preferred to show vertical graphs basically. When it comes to horizontal graph, showing the distance, when you talk about distance, right? Here its main thing is height as an example. Here the distance or time, it's much easier to use horizontal bar graph, since distance often thought of extended horizontally. Like whenever we draw, we are moving from house to the shop. We draw in this manner horizontally. It's also great when you categorize names which are very long. So that is a simple example is over here. This for very long names actually. It's much easier in our horizontal than our vertical. Okay, this just because this is code and it's displayed doesn't mean it's easy. Getting this code, it's also difficult. While the horizontal one, the coding, it's quite kind of simple, right? So things like that. So it's just a commonsensical thing, and I just wanted you guys to have a quick idea about when to use what, and that there are two versions of bar graphs.